1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Aisha Nayab. First, the headlines. Yom-e-Istisal will be observed on 5th of August to express full solidarity with the oppressed people of illegally Indian-occupied Kashmir. At the United Nations, Pakistan has said that a deliberate campaign of hatred in the region is targeting a particular religious group. 5 terrorists have been killed in an exchange of fire with police in Dera Ghazi Khan district. Democrats and Republicans in the US Congress have rejected President Trump's suggestion to delay presidential election. And now the news in detail. Foreign Minister says the government has decided to observe Yom-e-Istisal on 5th of August to express full solidarity with the Kashmiri people of illegally Indian-occupied Kashmir. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said a vigorous campaign is being launched on social media to expose the Indian brutalities against Kashmiri people. The Foreign Minister said on 5th of August, 1 minute silence will be observed across the country and memorandum will be presented to UN Observer Mission. He said letters will be written to international leaders to apprise them about real face of India in occupied territory against Muslim minority. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said rallies will also be taken out at district level to express solidarity and support for oppressed Kashmiri people. He said that Prime Minister Imran Khan will address the Azad Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly to mark the day. The Foreign Minister said on 5th August last year, Modi government launched demographic apartheid in illegally Indian-occupied Kashmir by dividing the region into 3 parts. He said that Kashmiri people are facing immense difficulties, pain and persecution under the continued military siege for the last 1 year. At the United Nations, Pakistan has said that a deliberate campaign of hatred in the region is targeting adherents of a particular religious group. Speaking at the launch of a group of friends of victims of acts of violence based on religion or belief in New York, Pakistani Representative Qasim Aziz said that hateful political rhetoric and incitement to violence in Pakistan's neighborhood is routinely used as a weapon against vulnerable minority groups. He said that deliberate campaign of hatred in Pakistan's neighborhood, leading to repeated incidents of state-sponsored pogroms, increased attack on their places of worship and in some instances, highly discriminatory citizenship law. Earlier, one of the main panelists, the UN Special Rapporteur on Freedom of Religion and Belief, Ahmad Shahid, also expressed similar concern about increased attacks against Muslims and other minorities in India. A significant increase is being witnessed in recoveries of patients from COVID-19, and so far 247,177 patients stand recovered from the disease across the country. According to the latest statistic, 906 new coronavirus cases were reported in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the total tally of infections to 278,305. 27 patients died of the virus during the last 24 hours, taking the death toll to 5,951. 5 terrorists have been killed in an exchange of fire with the police in Dera Ghazi Khan district. According to the police, the terrorists were killed during a search operation in the Arabi Thiba area of Tehsil Rajan. Heavy ammunition was also recovered. China has provided 12 T-16 high-tech farm drones to Pakistan to help combat locust. China will also send technical support staff to operate the drones and train local operators. Operators can control 5 drones at the same time without actually being on the field. The United States have expressed the hope that all parties in Yemen will continue to work towards a unified and stable country. The U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, in a message to the Saudi leadership, also thanked Saudi King and Crown Prince for efforts to accelerate the implementation of the Riyadh Agreement between Yemeni government and the Southern Transitional Council. In the United States, Democrats and Republicans in Congress have rejected President Donald Trump's suggestion that November's presidential election should be delayed over alleged fraud concerns. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy both dismissed the idea. Trump on Twitter has said that he would not trust the results of election with widespread mail voting, which could rife with fraud. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.